Like you're taking.
You're stupid.
You're taking the bait.
Yeah.
Taking the bait. Ooh, OBS DC'd. I'm not dropping any more frames though. There
As
goes.
it currently stands, the way they're trying to place it, though, I think that would actually be something that would be a viable selection to possibly decline an invitation to in case this continues to go south, because it doesn't
I don't think it's
sound like
go
it's going
south
north.
this fast. It doesn't. We're still in the early stages, so I don't think it's going to be bad. And the hunt master for Coral, Colonel Howitzer, said he wasn't really interested in that type of policing, and said if people wanted to, they could go to his Discord and contact him directly. So I think
I do hate to say it, but at the moment it sounds like another. I hate to name shame, but it sounds like another Den Prime Link Shell situation going on.
Probably, but I feel like because of how hunts are gonna work after World Visit, it's not gonna work. I think this is the end of trains. I don't think we're gonna be able to keep doing trains as we have been. I mean, you're still gonna have
other
trains.
servers that we're joining with are not used to doing it the way that we do it on Coral.
The way trains work is the players schedule hunts to spawn around a specific time, and then they go do them all at once, so everyone gets credit. But I don't think we're gonna get any bones thrown to us on this one. Yoshida was asked about hunt trains by Gamerscape back at FanFest in EU, and he straight up said, "I don't think you should be scheduling hunt spawns. It's not really a game at that point. You just know when everything spawns." So we're definitely gonna be on our own. So I really don't think hunt trains are gonna survive as they have been into 5.0. They're gonna be like a thing of the past. They'll still be there, I'm sure, but they're not. You're not gonna be seeing us popping every A rank anymore. We'll pop like probably 3 or 4, and that'll be it.
Honestly, that's why I stopped hunts, is because of hunt train.
The hunt train's not bad. It's good. You can rack up all your stuff fast, but the problem is because of the hunt train's scheduled nature, when you start screwing with it, it makes a lot of people upset, and that's where the toxicity comes from.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi!
Hello.
Alright, this is just a note that I just placed in Discord in the general chat as well. To any who have joined and have joined the voice chat, please set your name, your FC, and your rank into the permissions request channel. We'll fill it as soon as we possibly can.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Probably summing it up pretty well. It's not hunts are toxic, it's the people that hunts attract are toxic. Because mob. You can have fun.
So if a person is toxic, then the hunts themselves become toxic as well. You can't separate. You can't separate the two.
Yeah, but I don't.
That'd be like me saying League of Legends isn't toxic. The players are toxic. Well, you can't separate the two. They're one and the same.
LOL. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, if they start getting really, I don't know, dumb about it, I'll just withdraw support. It's not a big deal. I'd like to make new friends, though. And plus, the person that's trying to run it all seems like she's really nice.
Speaking of other games, just be mindful that when WoW people come here, they're gonna be retarded because they don't play our game, and you just gotta be open. If they mention WoW, don't get mad at them. It's all they know.
Yeah, I've tried to correlate. There's actually a good video for that correlates them very nicely. I hate to say it because it is a Larizar video, but
yeah, I've seen that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it essentially tells people what to expect the differences of between this and WoW.
We're gonna be getting a lot of new people. The Twitch Prime thing and the what was it called? Oh, Twitch Prime. The decline of BFA, because BFA turned out to be awful. And 5.0, we're gonna see massive influxes of players and World Visit. Oh god. I'm gonna be doing a hard wipe of Honor here soon. As soon as they fix the roster system. And I'm just gonna start taking new players, but I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
Cry.
That's not.
Sorry, that's just what I do.
That's not an answer.
I thought crying was Supa's job.
Anyway,
It's my job.
we need to recruit anyway.
I was wondering if you guys were gonna start recruiting.
We try our best.
I mean, we do have somewhat active, but not as used to.
Alright, I placed a refugee guide to 14 in the officer chat. If anyone ever needs the reference, there you go.
I don't think we really need it. Most people we get from WoW in here either want to ask us a ton of questions, or they go back to WoW and they're like, this game sucks.
Most people I talk to just say it takes too long to do stuff. Like, they don't like the global recast.
Yeah, most WoW people
I watch people play,
off
wow, that's boring.
level 30 and then they don't continue, but I mean the game, it's basically WoW at level 70 in terms of GCD. If you weave your OGCDs, if you're not weaving your OGCDs at 70, something is terribly wrong.
Is 3.55 World Transfer Service? Or the World Visit, whatever?
World Visit will be in 4.58.
Which is probably going to be,
it should be in April.
I would say, just before May.
Is that the new servers launch then
Yeah,
at 4.58
World
too?
Transfers will be free for a few weeks.
Okay, because I have a bunch of people from WoW, but they're not on this server right now.
I like how, while I'm streaming, my gold saucer link shell is just on fire. I hate this link shell. I don't know why I'm still in. I'm just putting these people on blast.
just
They
leave
can
it,
be
dude.
idiots on stream. I don't care.
Why are you in a... Yeah.
Because
You really liked it for a while there.
yeah, I do. I like the gold saucer, but there's like 2 people in here I really don't like, and they just make it hard. Anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna have massive influxes of players, so get ready for tons of new people, especially in 5.0.
Which isn't bad, but isn't good.
I already told the officers that I'm probably gonna kick a whole ton of people. I'm talking around like 300. So
Oh.
I don't want to manage the FC roster anymore for a little while. So I'm just.
Is that simply due to inactivity?
We have a lot of inactives.
Yeah, I don't like kicking people, and I like keeping members who made an impact. But
Well,
because
the good news is
5.0
you can invite anyone back at any
I
time.
know. But I don't like kicking people out when they have FC rooms and stuff. But I just don't have the time to do it this time. I did last expansion because I was in college and all I had to do was study. I have a job now, so I'm tossing that responsibility out the window.
I just buy people their free company rooms whenever they get free company rooms.
LOL.
I give them the money right away, and then if I decide I boot them later, I don't know, they get their furniture back, don't they?
Yeah.
It's sent to a requester.
Alright, so they have 60 days or whatever to grab it.
Mine's pretty
Yeah, I
much
never
the same
thought
as
of that.
Jay. 90 days is basically my idle limit unless people let me know.
And we're lucky to be small enough.
Yeah, I said the FC must be purged. It's getting out of hand, honestly. I mean, we keep people, but it's just not worth it after a certain point, and I feel like I've kept some people way too long.
So, you guys with smaller free companies? Because I'm at like 40 now. Do you find it's better to just boot people that never participate in anything, or do you just leave them there because they're making you? You're still
I usually
getting
leave them
credit for
because
them.
even people who don't participate at
Long as
first, usually after, I don't know, even the most antisocial people usually end up participating at least a few times after a few months. You see people sometimes at FC events who you really wouldn't expect to show up.
Fair enough.
Some people do show up when they know there's going to be personal gain for them as well.
That's true, that does happen.
Profitable night.
Oh, we have a couple people that are probably going to want to join in on maps here in the next, probably going to be 2 weeks before they get up. They won't have flight, but they almost have all the zones unlocked.
Oh, they don't need flight. We got transport.
We got
I'm in
two-
Uber.
Yeah, they have.
People, they have two-seaters.
I wouldn't bank on people.
They're not in the
with
locks
two-seaters.
yet.
There's not a lot of them in the game.
I have the one Tilly, or two. Tilly's up there new too. But they're not into the locks yet, and I don't remember quest levels, so I don't know how far away they are.
I think Locksmith begins at like 68.
Yeah.
Oh, they're close. We just did Barton's Meadow. Yeah, so they're in a week or two probably.
Yeah, Nyron's dead on there, since the dungeon to access the locks is technically 69.
Oh. I
Giggity.
forgot that.
Sorry. I'm immature.
I don't think anyone wants to think about Castrum Abania ever again.
Yeah. So we got that going for us. There's
Love you. Love you.
at
Be
5.0
safe.
Love you too. Have fun.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah, but
I love you too.
I would encourage everyone to open their
Yeah,
rosters
weird.
in the coming months.
Oh.
Just
Yeah, start clearing out room, because
just
we're probably
clear out
going to need it.
room and then start getting new people. If you recruit, you're bound to be fine for the next expansion.
I think that was
really-
really our goal for doing that, was to open space up for newer people that wanted to join the FC.
There are a lot of people who are having issues with random invites right now, though. If possible, I would say stay away from blind inviting if you can.
I tell my
least-
free company not to do that.
My FC doesn't blind an invite because we can't.
At the very least, try and talk with someone before you invite them.
Tilly's been sending tells.
Yeah, otherwise that can be
Yeah.
a lot of very angry people.
Mm-hmm.
We specifically go after crafters and gatherers, so we have to talk there.
Because that's what we do.
LOL.
On the plus side, having a small FC like mine, you get to know everybody really well.
Agreed on that completely.
You can do that in big FCs too. It's just a matter of time.
That's true.
But I
we
don't
tried
have the
to
brain
fix that,
power.
Don't worry, Bim, I don't either, but I still somehow manage.
Sweet.
Zimbo is easy to remember, though, because he bangs on his keyboard.
How could you not forget that?
As far as the other major topics we need to cover, the implementation of our Alliance mentor system. I believe, Zena, you need to take control of that lead.
Well, I put the documents in the officer chat. I don't know if you want to share comfortable sharing in general. I don't mind, but it's not set in stone right now, and I want people to look over it. Because I don't want to screw it up by just implementing now and post to lower.
I read it over the other day. I was going to ask you something. Did you want to? Is there anything on it that you wanted to refine, or would you like take another look at it before you?
I want people to take a look at it and see, give me input of what direction or what changes they would make, what direction you think I should go in with it. Because, like I said, I can't.
The only thing,
I'm only one person. Like, and what people want it might be different when I want on it. So
yeah. The only thing that I noticed, like when
I'm
reading,
gonna balance it out.
my big concern would be, you know, if we get people that are willing to help you with the mentor program, but they try to teach other players how they play the game based on their viewpoints. And really, I think what you're doing is a great thing, but anyone, even if you're an in-game mentor, I mean, if you did it just so you could get the crown, that's cute. But if you actually mean to help people, you need to help those people based on the descriptions, specifically of those skills and that class.
Whenever
I'm really good at doing this with this class, so this is how I'm going to teach you. That would be a bad way, because you're going to get newbies that come in that learn, you know, a poor way of playing the game. And
I tend to spend a lot of time.
I want mentors to be specific roles, whether it could be a paladin mentor or it could be a tanking mentor. But beyond that, I think people need to be super specialized. It should be based on your
I remember you talking about that, and I was reading in there where you take on an apprentice. I think you said up to 3.
Right, you can up to 3. Right,
I gotcha.
And I don't think people should take on more than one type of mentorship, unless it's like crafting and gathering. It's the only one. So basically, really should only take on one combat mentorship that's based on your main. Like I said, it could be tanking in general, or it could be a specific tank job.
Yeah, I would say limiting it to the actual roles would actually be a better idea. That can give people a much better broad brushstroke of the classes.
Yeah, that could be cool.
But someone might only know Bard, so they surely shouldn't be a ranged mentor.
Of course.
But some people can be both. So I set up the Google Doc, the Google Sheet, so you can pick Bard or Machinist or Ranged. And there's different sections for each one. There's a tanking section, there's a healing section, there's this, that, and the other thing. And there's a crafting and gathering as combined section, because either you're a crafting mentor, a gathering mentor, or you're both. Like, there's usually not a leather worker mentor.
Yeah, the only thing I really noticed about that is there is one stipulation that is slightly different. Fishing is a completely different one than the other.
Yeah. I have thought of that, but odds are we'll have a lot of gathering mentors.
Of course.
I can do all 3. So if you guys really want to separate that, we can. We could do mining / botany and fishing, then crafting, and then everything.
Mining and botany thankfully share many enough similarizations that they can essentially act as one another easily.
Yeah.
Fishing can be completely different. You know, with spear fishing, time fish is weather fish, all that stuff.
Well, mining botany would be one option if we went with that route.
If you're going to keep them separate like that, then what if you did it like, okay, you can take on 3 apprentices, but they have to be 3 separate classes. So you can't take on 3 tank apprentices or 3 fisher apprentices. You'd have to take on like a fisher, a botanist, and a miner.
I would say at least filling the role is something we can accept.
Yeah.
Let's say a tank took on a paladin, warrior, and dark knight apprentice. Technically, they're still just handling the tanking side of it.
Right.
Yeah. But even then, you don't want to impose your choice of play style onto someone. So your goal isn't to teach them every little detail. It's to give them the broad brushstroke enough to where they can understand what they're doing, and then continue on their own when they feel they're comfortable.
That way they can make their own way of like how they want to play Dark Knight. Once they get the generalization of this is how to tank. Mm-hmm. And, you know, then once you move on from that, it's like, this is how I like to play warrior, you know.
And on that note, this brings up another point that I was actually wanting to debate. Which is it that we actually register as what ends the apprenticeship? Is it the mentor themselves who decides it, or is it the apprentice who decides, I've learned what I can, thank you for your time, I think it could be either or. Apprenticeship.
I think it's a mutual thing where they both agree that, hey, this still needs to happen. Someone share that link, because I'm very bad at sharing link talking. I have it under the officer chat. So someone would post it in general, or invite Kiro to the officer chat. You know what, just share it in general.
I'll get it.
That would be nice.
sir.
Yeah, I have 2 links. I have one that's a Google Doc and one that's a Google Sheet. Both, you know, you can criticize all you want. That's why I want to share them. Yeah, it's above the WoW refugee guide.
Mentorship. Here it is.
I'm officially an old man and really suck at using Discord, by the way. I just had to throw that out there.
So there should be 2 links.
I'm back in 2 seconds. Just need to close my door real quick. Dogs keep interrupting.
Say hi to the Roddy.
Oh, he has Roddy too?
Here's the Google Doc I just posted in the general section.
Okay, I'm back.
About the only other major
and
topic I could think of would be the next coming Eureka, which we haven't hit much yet.
Okay, I just want to say something first. If anyone wants to become Trade Mentor, we Trade has a bunch of links related to it, and on its Discord. So you know, feel free to join our Discord just to get access to those links.
Do we have a basic link to at least like possible Discords in each of the chats already?
I was just
Ones
gonna say, I
we
can't
feel-
just
think
click
we
on
might
someone.
have ours and ours.
Yeah, I'm just looking through them real quickly.
Yeah.
Trade has one. Honor has one. The smaller FCs, in other words,
Yeah,
like SPK, Hunters, and Stab, don't have one.
We have
I
one.
pinned mine.
With it.
I pinned mine to our section of the Discord.
Alright, and those are no timeout ones as well, I'm assuming.
Do we want a Discord?
Yeah, I think so.
Someone just asked if we should just make a Discord link channel. Just like post all our Discords in it and then lock the channel so no one can post.
That could be useful.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna have to teach me how to put up a permanent link. But I like that idea.
that's a good
I
idea.
was about to ask Zana for a link, but I really suck at. I'm not fast enough to do this.
Just so I'm here, I don't know if you've placed one in there yet. Ninebreaker, what is your in-character name in your FC so I could place you in a rank?
Kiro Ninebreaker.
Got it.
Hero
I was trying to
is
figure out.
a leader.
He's sitting right next to me. He's right there.
Leader for...
Oh no.
Do we actually have them in this ranking already?
I don't think they
Probably
have a
not.
section or a ranking.
I do not either.
Narian's making the channel.
Alright, thank you for that.
Yeah, we've been pretty much ghosts. And I don't know how active we're gonna become Shadowbringers, because we're expecting a kid now.
Still, at the very least, it's nice to have our entire thing sorted out as best we can.
So I have 2 super active members that I was gonna ask about inviting to this. But they're actually not online right now.
That iCam in here. Wait, I wouldn't be able to see chat by iCam.
Once we finish with the meeting tonight, though, I'm probably going to individually send a list to the ones that I can directly see that don't have any rank available to them currently, and see if I could actually get them to respond into the permission request channel.
Alright, so we gotta talk about Eureka. What else do we have for the patch? Pretty much it.
I think that's pretty much it.
No, we have Hidden Gorge, PvP.
Oh yeah, PvP. Oh, is that a night we're ever gonna want to have? Because there's really no slot for it right now.
We could probably fit something in somewhere.
Friday night fights.
I usually shaft unpopular events to Monday or Tuesday nights because no one ever wants to come to them. So Monday night is Blue Mage night for us, and then
Alright.
Tuesdays are open clear. Wednesday's raid, Thursday's roulettes, and then the weekends.
Jay brings up a good idea. For those who either already have it or really just don't have much interest in Blue Mage, you could just meld them into the same night.
Blue Mage and PvP night? Sure. We can do that. And I don't know, how do we want to do PvP night? Do we just pick a mode every night and go? Because I know Frontlines is now limited to is on a rotation now, so we can only do one mode
Right.
every day, and then
I think
but that's
I think we start with Gorge.
Hidden Gorge night.
I think we would because
Probably
it's
the
the new.
easiest to do. It's parties of 4.
We might even face each other, which is kind of fun. I remember fighting Philo one time, it was hilarious. He was running away from me.
Hidden Gorge, and then I don't know, do we want to do custom matches? I don't know if we could.
I don't know about
The
that.
reason I'm asking is because I know custom matches have spectate mode.
I know that I just formed a PP. We need all the training we can get in terms of the feast.
You can do 6v6 up to, and you can have spectators in the mode too. So we could do custom matches if turnout's like high enough. The only problem with custom matches is you don't get anything out of them. They're just for fun.
If we're in regular matches, does it count towards the Makai kills?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if custom matches count toward achievement or other kills. I've never done a custom match.
I don't know how they work. You said 6 people?
It's probably 8 people per team, if I had to guess.
It's for PvP teams. It's 6 to a team.
True. Feast, at least.
We could do Feast, right?
You can do feast custom matches. You can't do frontline.
We should see if custom matches count towards the achievement.
Yeah, we could. We could do that on Mondays.
I'm Googling it now.
We could do it on Monday nights. I really want to try Rival Wings though. This Hidden Gorge. But please be better than Astrolagos. God, time to rush the core.
Well, they said there's 2 things you gotta look out for.
Yeah, they said they rebalanced it again with
train.
The new
Fall damage.
the
train.
Goblin mercenaries.
Yeah, all the mercenaries, they sound like painful. They sound like
Hydratos has a whole bunch of stuff behind it, if we want to move on to that.
Well, we could move to the smaller topic before then, if you'd like.
What's the smaller topic?
The smaller topic was that Cassie and Mana were officially looking for a full membership.
right.
Alright, we got a vote?
We have 5 people, so no matter what, we're going to have a tiebreaker. They've actually been active, and Cassie is willing to come to meetings when possible. I would actually vote yes.
Do they have their own Discord channel?
Even though Lucy's not here, I don't see any other. Like, I know she'd vote yes. So can we consider her a yes?
I would say yes. It's safely to consider her a yes.
I vote we have Cassie because she's named after a marble.
Of course, that's Bim's outlook on it. But
So it's apparently Bim's voting yes for me.
How many? What size is their FC?
It is moderate activity. It's, I would say, small medium, roughly.
Yeah.
But usually pretty active.
Quite.
Yeah,
And I mean,
active.
okay, well then there's your trifecta. If they're active, they have communication abilities with us, then
I would say that it's something we could at least look at, thinking about the fact that they are somewhat large, but they are small currently. They have 6 members online of 114, which means, just like many of us, there may just need to be some pruning done.
oh, so like they have a lot of casual players and stuff.
I'd venture to say yes. Let's see. They are marked as role-playing, leveling, casual, dungeons, trials, raids, and PvP.
Role playing. I mean, they're willing to contribute to the alliance, and they have active members, and I mean, just communicate with through Discord. Then sure.
Yeah, they've shown a few. Well, Cassie has shown up any time possible for our meetings, including using voice chat for them.
Okay, I'm good with this.
I don't see
Yay.
any reason to say no.
I think it's fun when roleplay. Oh, I'm not. I was about to say.
Alright, so for the most part, I was simply looking for a yes from everyone, and if there were no's, I would actually like us to discuss why.
I don't think there are any no's.
I was just being the tiebreaker. So, there's no ties.
Alright, so unanimous decision. All agreed?
Sure.
Alright,
Yep.
I'll let Cassie know.
Yay!
I'm pretty sure she's listening.
Yes, he is.
Here.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
he's
good.
here.
I was just on a phone call, so I had to jump out and come back in again.
How dare you, Jay?
Cassie
Is
speaking.
Cassie in the channel?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ah,
she's in
yeah,
the channel.
Cassie is in the channel.
he's here.
I was the only one that noticed. Na, na, na,
Or
na.
good type.
I
Kiro.
noticed she was in there when she commented about your Morble thing you said.
Yeah, I
Kiro,
noticed that too.
for me then. Kiro, you alive? Do you have access to the FC rank list channel?
No.
Alright. Once we set up your FC's rankings, we'll simply need you to mark, just an example, what your basic ranks are. Like, which are officers, which are basic members, and which is lead.
Yeah, we're in captain rank. I was probably going to invite at least our one captain, if not both.
Alright then. So once you have access to that and everything's together, you will just need to place like what the officers, leader, and then whatever the basic ranks you have are.
Okay. That works.
Alright, thank you very much.
We had
Also-
our first rage quit. It was epic.
While we are here, let's see. Oh, nice. Already have you saved as Kiro Nightbreaker then.
Our
Alright,
host
I'm-
ran off.
If we hear people bouncing around, I'm pretty sure that's Nyren creating the Last Resorts channel.
We're gonna need a mana. Do we have a mana channel now?
We do not yet, but it's in process.
Now it's the fundamental program. I got to add them to the Google.
Alright,
Gee.
what is mana? I believe it's Lucia
Yes,
or something along those lines.
it is.
Let's see, that'll bring our total FCs and Alliance to what? 5, 6, 7, 7 or 8?
Seven.
Seven.
SOB's here, but they're like 2 people. I don't know if
They're like
they're like a minor FC.
they have 10 people total.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not a FC. but
And
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we have actually like 4 active people that play it fairly regularly. That's
Okay.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they can stay. It's just
I have no idea what DOF is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them.
It was like, was that somebody was a different FC? And then change FCs. There's also Exos and FW.
Exos is Sanibel. That's another minor. She's fine.
FW would be Freelance Wanderers, led by Cacho Nacho.
It was pretty good. Set good.
Exos, Phantom Pendragon, led by Evil Nami Leonis.
Yeah, that's Sanibel.
I remember.
Sanibel's a former member. She's cool.
And we have one person in XOF, Outer Heaven, led by Zeta Snow.
I think that's Sanibel. Sorry, there's.
Yeah, that's Sanibel Dream Spirit.
Yeah, she's fine. She's a former honor member.
Sanibel is a dude.
No, I don't think so.
Sanibel is one of my IRL friends. Sanibel's a dude.
Oh, the more you know.
Alright, looks like we have an Ono channel made now, and he is currently in the process of finishing up a Mana channel. Alright. Ranks should have been appropriated already as well.
We'll probably want to have more frequent meetings over the next few months, too. Not saying we're ending now, but just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot to plan.
Beep, 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 beep to you too.
Sorry, guys, that was my pager.
What is this, the 1990s?
What? Pager? Holy crap, that's old.
I didn't know you dealt drugs.
I just got paid on my Nokia Engage. My K Pro is acting up. Reboot.
Pagers were the thing.
Alright, Mana Chat is now made. Now I think all we really need to do is just finish up creating the ranks themselves.
I shouldn't be able to see any of this.
I know you are,
should
Greg.
I? Oh, okay.
And I appreciate quite a bit that you're doing all that.
Click on all of them and see what you're not supposed to see. Power to the people.
Alright, well, while they're doing that, let's talk about Eureka.
Okay, got it. I'll be twiddling my thumbs because I gave up on Eureka.
Oh well. Eureka Hydratos is Tuesday. We're finally at the end.
I heard a rumor, and I assume it's just a rumor, that you don't need to actually grind your weapon through all of it. You just need to go through all the story.
That's a rumor.
I got really excited for a minute.
There's a part where you don't have to do, but that's like a separate instance.
The Relics for Hydratos, you can't reroll your Pyro substats once you progress into Hydratos. So make sure you're happy with your Pyros weapon before you go to Hydratos.
Huh?
Otherwise, you're going to be like, maybe I want to reroll my stats. You can't reroll them until you're completely done with the Hydratos step, and there'll be a different way to reroll them.
But didn't this happen on the first round of Relics, and in the end it didn't matter? You all had the same stats regardless?
No, because in the Heavensward Relic you could customize your stats, and
Correct.
even then at the very end you could go back and re-roll them.
Readjust them, I think would be the better term.
I definitely missed that.
Also,
No, I'm
yeah,
okay with my stats now.
In Heavensward you could allocate your stats accordingly. In ARR you could allocate them as well through the Alexandrite step. Kill myself. And then
Sadly, we cannot due to the current steps, though.
Pyros weapon, you have to keep re-rolling for substats, and you
And pray.
Get Noodle Caboodle's substats rolls over here. 750 crit on a white mage chain. Good job, Noodle.
Why? Wish I had on a gun.
You know, Sidla brings up a good point. I think I'd rather have Pyros RNG than all the materials you broke back at ARR.
Oh yeah, I definitely prefer the Pyros version because it's easier. And fun fact, the more you roll, the higher chances you have at getting better stats. As in, the game is counting how many times you are rolling and preventing you from total screwage. So yes, you can just keep spending a lot of time in Pyros and get a guaranteed good substat relic. You just have to be willing to invest the time. I mean, if you want, you can look at mine. Mine's, it's like, I think it's in 680, 670 total substat. That's way above what the weapons right now have. They have like 600.
What's his current cap eye level at?
380, I believe.
Pyros is a 385.
385.
Still behind the times, though.
Not to interrupt, is that the reflect that I'm talking
Because it's
about?
the last relic step, Hydratos will be on par or above the current raid weapons, so it's not like it's going to be bad.
True enough.
It's gonna be 420.
Oh god.
And on top of that, we can upgrade the armor too. The elemental armor sets from Pyros are going to be upgradable in Hydratos through the Bildessian Arsenal dungeon. We're finally getting open dungeons, guys. It only took 5 years.
And your
What do you mean?
graphic
What's
took it
open
3
dungeon?
years.
What?
The Bildessian Arsenal is a 56-man dungeon. In
God damn.
Hydratos. Special restrictions apply within the dungeon. You cannot raise party members. You cannot die. Dying means you get kicked out. XP penalty I think is doubled, they said. I don't know if that's true though.
Crazy.
Healing, you're required and expected to take logos actions, as in you're gonna need to work really hard to clear this dungeon. And the rewards are the glowy elemental pieces, and the glow itself is dyeable, it looks like. So
Wow.
You can have a dyeable glowy armor set finally. But you have to complete the dungeon. And I don't know if this is true, but someone at FanFest said they asked what happens if you're participating in the dungeon, you die, get kicked out, but they still complete the dungeon. And they said Yoshida's like, then you don't get the reward then. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Time to sacrifice all my party members so I can clear.
Alright, so it's just a basic kind of dungeon where if you get kicked, you don't get the rewards.
We don't know how difficult
We don't
it's
know
really
how
going to
hard
be,
it is,
though.
And they said you need to meet special requirements.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm having flashbacks back to Nizal Isle.
You need to be at least 3 foot tall to enter this instance.
I started
Rip all the Lalafels.
I think I just killed.
I started making a cross-server Eureka shell for the Baldessian Arsenal. So if you're interested and you spend a lot of time in Eureka, go ahead and send me a tell. I'll give you an invite to it. And feel free to invite anyone you find in Eureka who think you'd be good in it too.
We actually do have an SPK member online now. Desi. Second in command of SPK.
No,
Yes.
that's Hydratos content, Kiro. That's releasing on Tuesday.
Yeah, Desi's online.
Eureka, you mean?
Yeah, Eureka Hydratos.
Currently have Desi talking with us right there. Decidian Obsidian. Or Decidian Obsidian. However, I do believe they are taking administrative action.
We don't know anymore about the trust system.
Yeah, sadly they've been keeping it dark on basically every detail.
Do we have a basic outlook of it, though?
Not even that, they just kind of hinted it.
No, they said that it's going to be a thing, but I feel it's going to be kind of like
They said
the whole, oh, we're going to add in a whole bunch of new FC features, and then it never.
Fun fact, little off tangent. They during the Christmas's Q&A where Yoshida just logged into random NA servers and walked around, someone asked, when are we getting the FC Alliance system? And he said, we're still working on it, we just need a little more time. So it's finally happening. I'm guessing they waited this long because they're doing the whole world visit thing now, and the roster is busted, so they're gonna have to make changes now.
I wonder how many FCs it's going to be limited to.
I don't know if they'll limit it. I don't know. I know Yoshida said they intentionally limited the cap on how many people can be in an FC because he's played a lot of MMOs where you just log into the game and you're like, I'm gonna make a guild, and you can't make a guild because there's just one mega guild that just owns the whole server and you just can't do anything. It's awful. So that's why we're capped. So we'll probably limit it, but I don't know how many. And on top of that, are FCs limited to just being in one alliance at a time? Because if we can do like 2, then I mean, you could just have an inter-network of FCs then at that point. Even if we
The blue donut!
Yeah, so we'll see how that works.
Anyone, Tammy Tam, that is second in command to Cassie, correct?
I think so.
Alright, I'll just leave them non-alliance for now then.
Hey Dados.
No officers. So anyone in Cassie's FC that joins Discord is going to be a regular member.
So apparently to get into the Baldescan Arsenal, you need to meet first criteria for clearing. You need to have cleared all of Eureka. That's the first step. And the second step, I think, is you need to have the elemental armor unlocked to begin with. So that means you need at least 50 actions. I don't know what the third and fourth criteria are. And before you have to have the 6th Magicite to go in.
They're not going to make it like that. Either that, or they're going to make it so it's super easy. Because there's, I doubt there's like 56 even people total.
But I have it. I have the 6th Magicite.
Yeah, you also bought it off the market.
LOL. I had the most expensive item. I just picked up the cheap ones. Thanks, Skull.
Alright, in case anyone actually missed it, Kiro and Cassie, please directly message via Discord Nyron Denenard. He'll have everything set up for you guys.
LOL, you need to
Sorry,
buy
my
materials
audio just
and
cutting
make a key to get in, just like regular 11.
I swear to God, if they ever make it something like the Altepa Gates again, I am just quitting the fucking game.
No.
I need to make 7 items that I need to trade to an NPC, who then gives me another item to run across the world and give to another one.
Bim, I don't think you understand the pain. Pearl knows what I mean. Getting into the Altepa Gate was literally the biggest fucking headache in 11. You had to go through 13 different areas to hit 4 switches to get through one door that was only open for 10 minutes.
Wow.
That sounds awesome. Let's do it. Come on.
I prefer something where I make kill.
Can't I just gather stuff and be happy?
Can't you just 200 IQ it and place 13 people near all the switches and then just go through the door?
No, I 0 IQ'd it and made an alt and called him Door Bitch. I put him right behind the door so he could open it from the inside.
Oh, that's right. In 11, you could open doors from the inside, but not outside sometimes.
Are there any other major things that we need to cover currently, though?
Oh, there'll be...
You know, aside from the fact that Absolute fucking Virtue is going to be the last boss in Hydratos?
They're reusing 11 tracks for Hydratos.
Not a bad thing.
Here, I'll link the ones they're reusing. Give me a second.
Pearl, don't you mean Garbage Citadel?
Garbage Citadel was lit. That door was awesome.
Yeah, until fucking Serket decided to spawn right on an XP party.
That's
fucking awesome. Venom spin.
Dude. You know, you gotta tractor people over the holes and have them fall into the basement.
Let's not talk about the dark times known as Final Fantasy XI trying to get to the other edge for Rock.
When they rework the data centers, is it just going to be a free world change, or is it going to be ability to free data center change?
They said it's going to be essentially adding us to a new data center, but prior to it, there will be free world shifts to anywhere if you are currently on Aether.
I thought
as far as the sharing system goes, though, it will be data center locked.
Here you go. I just posted all the tracks that are being reused in
Turmoil Onslaught. Oh, good. They're using the Garden of Ruhmet too.
Yeah, they're reusing those tracks. Garden of Ruhmel is the dungeon theme. Onslaught is the battle, and Turmoil, I'm assuming, is probably Absolute Virtue.
I'm glad they're reusing Onslaught, though. That's a very good song.
Onslaught is the best song. I'm glad they used it.
No. If they wanted to bring back a song to fucking kill people, bring back Ragnarok from TOAU.
So overused. That's in every NT game, too.
Yeah, you're probably right. Turmoil is probably like, quote, boss fights.
Yeah. Or Depths of the Soul would be okay, too. No one ever uses that one.
How about Chains of Promethea Phase 2 fight?
Oh no. I'm tripping.
Bring back horrid nightmares of that. Question is, what other gear can they bring back that's iconic from 11? They brought back the
There's really not
Hallberg.
A lot of 11 gear is really it's kind of just regular weapon skins and armors. There's not a lot of armor sets that really stand out apart from AF.
Why not bring back the classic Halbergian? Like the original, not the shitty ones we have in this game.
Yeah, that's fine. LOL 1.0 limitations.
How about no? Stealing words from Pearl. I'm gonna have to hard pass on that. Hey, what about another classic one, the Vermilion Robe?
That'd be cool. Isn't that Red Mage gear though, or am I crazy?
Nah, Vermilion one was the one with auto refresh on it.
Okay. Oh, last note for probably Eureka, since I don't really think we have anything else to cover. They said during the dev Q&A at EU, they're planning more exploration like Eureka content for 5.0. So we did it, Reddit. The content's surviving.
I'm glad. One, because I like it.
Yeah.
And two, because it pisses other people off.
Yeah, there's a lot of angry people on the forums that don't want Eureka.
Forums / official Reddit.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate Eureka. I really do.
Yay!
They say it takes
It
away.
pulls everyone out of regular content. It makes some of the queue times for things pretty brutal right now.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not that bad.
Trust system.
Though. It's the Eureka.
Trust system.
They're making exploration type content in this game an alternative to the regular DF stuff, and I'm totally okay with that.
You know
I
what?
just hope they
Actually,
don't lock the relic in it again. That's all.
you know what kind of depresses me about
I don't think people
them
would
bringing
do
back
it if
Recruitment,
the
though?
relic wasn't in the exploration content.
If they would have brought back Alteu instead of Recruitment, I'd have been happy.
You know what I did to get Relic in Heaven's Ward? Okay, all I did was PvP and grinding A1 Savage.
The Heaven's Word relic was
And that's-
probably my least favorite.
And that was basically it for the light
I
stuff.
forgot about the Savage grind, yeah.
Like, I'd rather be doing, an actual instance.
I don't
open.
for the ARR and the Heaven's Word relic. I didn't understand why I could just do roulettes to get a weapon that was supposed to be like legendary. Because in other MMOs I'd played, weapons like that were usually part of a massive side quest that took hours to do and had content tied to it that no one did.
Oh wait, obligatory. Back in my day, Final Fantasy XI relics took years for one.
I didn't even attempt the 11 relics. I took one look at those.
My
and was
day
like,
was-
I'm not doing that.
Back in my day, MMOs were text-based.
Oh well. Yeah, but I don't understand this game's infatuation with trying to put relics in casual content.
I'm sure I can say this, and I'm going to make Pearl sit here and cringe and cry. I had 2 relics in COP days.
I don't hate that they make relic casual, but I don't understand why legendary weapons are just gated behind casual content. Doesn't make any sense to me.
To answer your question, Ophi, I was a Samurai Ranger. Without having relics, you're kind of a total fucking gimp.
I can kind of see that now.
However, the second you got your hands on Tachi Kasha, or Tachi Kaiten, game over.
I just want to be able to tank as a ninja in this game.
I mean, you can. All you have to do is smokescreen your tank.
Yeah, I want like Wisdom of the Plate Bringer in like regular game.
You can. If they really wanted to, they can make just about anything a tank.
Is there anything else we need to go over?
I think that covers pretty much all of it.
I think it's the point where we just start talking about spoilers and anyone who's not caught up
We should try
leaves.
to revive the Corel Reddit, but I don't know if that's not really in our jurisdiction, is it?
The Reddit? No.
We have a Reddit, but it's like really dead. It's been dead since the ARR days, and it just sits there. I don't think anyone.
Honest to God, I'm saying this because I didn't know. We have a Reddit.
It's not.
Is it really going to be useful though?
I don't know, because the main sub is such utter garbage.
So
I'd venture to say it
important.
may not
This
be
is
worth
very
it.
important. If a subreddit has been dead for a very long time, you can message the admins to be given ownership of it, and they will do it 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, you could, but we also could need to revamp the Discord because we do have ownership of that.
If we do have one, we'd need a separate Discord for it. There's no way we'd be able to use this one.
Agreed.
We can just delete all the old posts.
LOL, just rebrand it.
My meme
I could
stash.
do that.
If we're gonna do it, we need someone to run it, and I'm not me. LOL, not me.
I
Or is
mean,
it like FF14 Coral?
It's FF14. I'm pretty sure there's a link to it from the main subpage somewhere in the other links section. because I've seen it before and I've gone to it and I'm like, wow.
I mean, our server Discord itself is not overly dead.
Our server.
No, it's not.
No, we have a Discord.
But
I think the original Corel server Discord owner and the original server Reddit owner were the same person. But I don't know that for sure, and the original person who owned the Corel Discord transferred to Gilgamesh and left it to die, so I don't know who is
Wow.
on Reddit.
Well, Reddit is kind of a grab bag as it is. Half the time it's really stupid. The other half of the time it's actually somewhat useful.
Don't get me started on main sub, dude. I hate them. Reddit main sub.
they're terrible.
I don't think they're terrible, it's just they don't run it right. Why is there fan art all over the front page? It's just a fan art sub in the link box.
They banned people for saying okay.
I can't post memes.
So it's basically Roblox?
It's basically like a Christian fan art sub. I don't hate the people, I just don't understand why they do that. Is it for the clicks? Is it for the traffic? Someone explain this to me.
I don't know, I always download them.
I don't even look at main sub much anymore. I'm always going to shit posting for fun.
The thing is, they're closer to talking about what's in the game.
Yeah, the shit post sub, I have way better discussions on there than I do on main sub because everyone just downvotes me.
Isn't that how Reddit always is, though? Let me be helpful. Why did I get downvotes?
Oh, why did I get downvoted?
Alright.
Yeah, but if someone wants to do that, like, be my guest, but I'm not doing that. I have enough to do already.
So,
Yeah.
the last time, so the guy who made the official subreddit for our server, the last time the guy who made it even posted anything anywhere on Reddit was 3 years ago.
So, can we get ownership of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the admins now and see if I can get ownership.
Ulfie's gonna own a Reddit channel, and then
I'd
the
be
world.
fine with Ophi heading up the subreddit, because I'm pretty sure he'd run it fine, because he has his own issues with the main sub.
I can't run it, I got too much myself.
I can't run it. I'm stupid.
That's no excuse. Look at the main sub.
Oh my God.
He's got a point there, Bim.
Just make sure you, just don't get us in any trouble, lol.
Okay. No nude marbles.
Yeah, don't. I thought we talked about this. I thought you weren't into that stuff. Bim, you're disappointing me all over the place today.
Go on.
I am a disappointment.
No, you're not.
Well, I gotta be something.
You're Bim.
Bim. That's something.
Yay.
Why you sound disappointed that you're Bim? Girl says you're awesome.
Yay.
Alright.
So we're
That
gonna,
little squeak.
We're gonna start
Girl.
heading up the Reddit too. It's gonna, I don't know. That's gonna need some of its own rules. We can talk about that later if the admins actually give it to us.
I lost my meme!
Bim is gonna be, and she's a moderator now.
Hey, what?
We're dead.
Bim can be our crow moderator.
I am so sorry for everyone.
I'm gonna bet on this. Within the next 3 days, we're gonna see at least 3 pages worth of just Morble spam.
Hey,
Posts are gonna be edited.
I'm gonna link
Hey,
every single Morble
hey,
thing I can think of.
Here, I'll check and see if this is gonna be a better sub than main. Hey, Ophi, are memes gonna be allowed?
Fuck yes.
Okay, good. Yep, it's already a better sub.
I am so happy.
So, completely random off-topic thing here, but during our meeting, I've actually had Nier Automata's piano collection running.
LOL.
Is it good?
Gotta look forward to that Yora 24-man set, eh?
No. It requires fighting.
They have to do weapons for that. I want the golden ringed weapons. That'd be beautiful.
I can say the picture that circulated a lot lately after the Yora thing was actually a fabricated image. Sadly. The armor sets apparently are going to be a real thing, but the weapons are possibly not. Regrettably.
I don't think we'll probably get like some glam weapons at the very end, but
We will.
I
mean,
don't
at the very least, I
think
can
we need-
expect a katana.
I don't think we need Nier Automata weapons in this game. You see the crazy stuff we have?
My
Technically,
bow
we
with
already
a
have
harp
Nier
on it.
Automatas. Technically, we already have weapons that are practically Nier Automata tier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't really need more, but I mean we can add more, and I'll take them. But like we have stuff in the game already like that.
Oh god, no.
What?
Nyron linked the wrong fucking thing there.
Cool. That's on stream, documented for history.
Yay! I'm so happy.
I should never have linked him that freaking subreddit.
There's another one y'all should visit.
Listening.
Look in general.
It is 100% safe for work, I guarantee it.
Okay, it's not safe for work.
Alright, guys, is this meeting over?
I think we've.
For those like who are just sitting.
now, since
Yeah.
the Reddit thing was unexpected, but if we actually get it, then
Those are so huge. I love them.
We're gonna have to reconvene and talk about like trying to set rules for them with everyone, because I don't think Ophi wants to drop a whole set of rules by himself.
No.
I mean, the number one rule is don't be a dick.
I mean, that's how Honor runs.
My
and
God.
As obvious as it is, you know people are gonna do it.
Yeah, but I
be a
can
girl
be a
thing.
bigger dick than them. I'll just bang
The
them.
meeting will have to involve other FCs then.
We'll have to. Oh yeah, we'll probably have to invite neutral parties.
Even people we don't like.
As a primer for if that happens. I'll just leave it for next time. Forget it. We're getting into what ifs now, and I don't like doing that. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we can convene. I think we're all meetinged out. Do we want to set up the next one?
First off, who is hosting next one as well, now that I think about it?
I think it's Honor, but I'm not.
It's
entirely
Honor's
sure.
turn.
Yeah.
Got it.
Honor, then after Honor, which I think is Stab. Unless Oh no or Mana want to go soon.
When do we want to have it?
They can
Do
go
we
after
wanna
Stab,
have
though.
it- Do we want to have it right before or right after 3.56? I mean 4.56. Because the 4.56 will be the end of MSQ.
Probably right before.
Yeah, I'd say before would be best.
That's late March, so about a month and a half.
Alright, I have submitted a request for ownership of that subreddit.
Cool.
And Kiro says pretty much free to host whenever.
No, not whenever. I have the most retarded schedule.
Okay,
I work
Kiro's
seven-
hosting the next 5 ones. We heard it.
I work 7/3/7/4s. That's why I'm just a ghost for the most time. I work 7 days on them. That's why. But I'm trying to get Tilly to
That's funny.
figure it out. Want us to sometime.
Well, I know Honor and Stab wanted to go for a while, so Oh no and Mana can go after some
We
point.
can roll dice.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff after the expansion drops that we're still gonna need to talk about.
Alright, now the real question. If we are going to officially convene, should we go out with a bang, all my Blue Mage friends?
No, do not.
Now I regret that I'm not still in the room. I would say that Zenbo would evoke a mass suicide.
Destroy everything.
I'll put on my healer panties.
I'm just gonna stay in chat in case anyone wants to talk spoilers or anything like that.
Alright, guess who forgot he doesn't have self-destruct cross-classed currently. There we go.
I was gonna bug you guys though. Everything I missed.
Is there comments or concerns?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna hop into the other Discord so I can group up with their guys I'm running maps with.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed.
Real quick, Super, what was that world or data center that you were talking about for their hunt trains?
For what?
The world or data center, the ones that tried doing what Coral used to do about blacklisting?
Oh, the hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Before we not us. The hunt community on this server used to take people and they would be a spoiler and they would put them on a blacklist and they would try to pick them from all the so they couldn't do it, so they wouldn't know the calls. But it didn't work because they have friends and those friends have friends and they're gonna find out anyway. So it's like it's a pointless, impossible task.
And they tell two friends, and they tell two friends. And
I stopped sharing to my one that I was in. I forgot to write down the name of the link shell before I dropped out of it. I noticed every time I shared to the one, there was an early pull, and if I didn't call that out, oh, maybe I was just being paranoid.
Yeah, I don't believe in sniping that much. I mean, you can make your deck, but it's not worth it to make entire lists. It's way too much money to blacklist.
Alright, so this is concluded.
Yeah, I only brought that up because that's what the cross server is.
Yeah,
the Hunt Drama Fest like our server ended up being, and then it all burned to the ground, and then Colonel Hotwitzer came and was like, let's just make hunts fun, and he did it. Yay!
I know this has been a lot of fun. Though I've only been getting in the past week because I never joined them before because you ran around for an hour finding out things were already killed usually. Are we off the record now? Or are you still streaming?
Turn off stream.
Okay.